Hello, welcome to Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 1, review of Doctor Who Rose. Okay, Episode 1 with Rose. First you see Rose and Mickey, basically. Then you see Rose going to the shop where she works. And she walks into this, solo room, basically. Empty room. But she can't leave the shop yet because she has to give the money to this guy. And basically, she hears this noise that's in this room, this dark room, and then she starts to see these plastic dummies, and they start moving closer to her, and then suddenly the Doctor comes out of nowhere. This guy who comes out of nowhere, which is the Doctor, the Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, he comes out of nowhere and says, "Run," and grabs Rose's hand and runs with Rose. Rose pulls off an arm of one of the plastic creatures, which is pretty awesome. And also, you have Jackie Tyler, Rose's mum, and when Rose leaves the shop, the Doctor basically says, "What's your name?" and she says Rose, of course, because it's called Rose, and which is the new companion of 2005. And the Doctor says, "I'm the Doctor. Run for your life." So Rose runs, basically, and she ends up going back home. There's a big explosion at the shop. We have Jackie Tyler, of course. I mentioned that before. Rose's mum, of course. Then you see Mickey basically take the arm thing out to the bin. And then basically you see the next morning when Rose doesn't get up because she has no work to go to. And then you see the doctor throw some things in the cat flap and go, "You're not plastic, are you?" and knocks on Rose's head. And then basically, the funniest moment when the Doctor goes, "Love be a lady," and does the card thing. Flicks the card thing. Awesome. Then the Doctor and Rose walk outside of the apartment thing, the apartment. And the Doctor grabs Rose's hand and says, "Do you trust me?" And she says yes, type of thing. And then basically Rose ends up going to Mickey's house, and searching up Doctor Who, of course, and ends up going to this guy named Clive's house. Who knows about the Doctor, and Clive tells the Doctor basically how the Doctor is death. and his constant companion is death, basically, because death follows the Doctor. And then basically you end up when Rose is in the house, Mickey ends up seeing this bin that moves, which is the plastic, the Nestine consciousness, which is the plastic creatures. And Mickey grabs onto the bin and he can't get his hand off once he touches it, and then Mickey gets flipped into the bin. And you see Plastic Mickey. So Plastic Mickey said, Rose said, "Where do you want to go?" Because after Rose left the house, Rose was like, "Where do you want to go?" And he was like, "Pizza." Pizza, pizza. That was the most hilarious bit when he said pizza, pizza, pizza. So they went to the pizza at the restaurant, and basically you see the Doctor go, "Would you like some wine?" "Would you like some wine?" "Madam." "Would you like some wine?" "Wine." And Rose is like, "No, we didn't order any wine." And then you see the Doctor go, with the cork bottle, you go, and it goes into Mickey's head, the cork bottle thing. And you basically see like Plastic Mickey get ape and go with his arm, which is another cool bit. And then you basically see like this whole, like the Doctor rips off Plastic Mickey's head. Which is awesome. And then the Doctor and Rose run to the TARDIS, which is the blue police box. For anyone that doesn't know what the TARDIS is, which everyone does, the blue police box, the TARDIS, that the Doctor travels in time and space with. Rose, in this episode, Rose doesn't know what the TARDIS is, and she goes in and she like looks around for, like goes out, and then looks around and sees that it's smaller on the outside and bigger on the inside. So she goes in and the Doctor says, "This is the TARDIS," and all that stuff. And then Mickey's head started to mount, which it wasn't really Mickey. It was the plastic Nestine consciousness. And then you see like the TARDIS like take off, because the Doctor starts, the TARDIS takes off, and then you see the Doctor and Rose go out, basically. And then you see the Doctor explaining how he's looking for this transmitter thing, which is the wheel, the London wheel. And so the Doctor and Rose run to the London wheel, and underneath the drain is the Nestine consciousness. Like, full on, the Nestine consciousness creature that controls the plastic creatures. And the Doctor basically gets captured. And Mickey is there. Mickey's alive and well. And then basically you see the TARDIS getting used for the transmitter thing, and Jackie, of course, she's screaming. And yelling because she's scared. And then basically you see like the Nestine consciousness get defeated because Rose swings on this type of vine thing, George of the Jungle style, and knocks the plastic creature off into the nesting consciousness creature, and the poison goes in and destroys the nesting consciousness. And the Doctor says, "Run," again, of course. And, of course, the Doctor and Rose and Mickey escape because the explosion was about to explode, of course. And then you see the Doctor say, "Well, that was easy. The nesting consciousness was easy to defeat." And then and then the Doctor goes, "Well, you can always come with me if you want." Into the TARDIS, time travel with me if you want. And then Rose says, "I can't because I have Mickey, of course." And then Mickey, and then the TARDIS basically takes off. And then you see Rose and the Doctor, Rose and Mickey walk off, and then the TARDIS materializes back again, and Rose runs into the TARDIS. And that's basically when we get season 1 of Doctor Who. So, thank you for watching my Doctor Who season 1, episode 1 Rose review of Doctor Who, season 1 of Rose review, and see you guys next time for season 1, episode 2 review, The End of the World. So, see you guys next time, and hope you guys enjoyed.